alone. It's a Thursday afternoon on Honor 103.5 FM, and this is Tech Talk on Honor 103.5 FM. My name is Eniola Afolabi. Welcome to the maiden edition of your information, communication, and telecommunication, communication and technology program on radio. This is a program where we get to educate you on the latest trends as far as ICT world is concerned. Every week like this, we come here, we pick a topic of interest in information communication technology, we dissect it, and of course, we give you all that you need to know. All our world today is technologically driven, I must tell you, and there is no part of our life today that technology is not involved. As a matter of fact, myself getting to talk to you out there is as a result of telecommunication, and it's even getting much more interesting every day, and that's why it's important for us to create a program that will specifically focus on technology and all the ingredients of information communication technology, so that we can get to educate you and inform you as well. We take a look at the trending news in the world of ICT. We also take a look at breakthroughs, some innovations, technological innovations that comes every day. One of it is the issue we'll be discussing on the program today, because today, just this morning, Meta, the owner of WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook, owned by renowned tech guru, talking about Mark Zuckerberg, rolled out a new social media platform, a new social media app. It is called Threads app. Well, a sister to Instagram, and this is to actually challenge Twitter. We'll be taking a look at that on the program this afternoon, and I've got experts who will be doing justice to that on the program this afternoon. Yeah, we'll be linking up with Lagos, and we'll also be linking up with Oyo Tech Hub right there in Oyo Town. Also, I have an expert in the studio. Before we get to the nitty-gritty of discussion on the social media, the revolution in the social media world today, which is a Threads app, we'll take a look at some trending technology news in Nigeria and the rest of the world. So sit back and enjoy every bit of the program. And of course, on this program too, we will be teaching you a whole lot that you need to know. We'll be bringing in experts who will be talking on various topics, various issues, and various technological innovations, and various topics that you will need to know. And so it's more or less your radio technology classroom. So listening to this program, make sure you get your pen on paper, or you get your phones or stuff through which you can take notes on the program, so that every topic we pick on the program, you learn one or two things on it. A lot we'll be doing. We will also ensure that we teach a whole lot. We'll teach web designing, we'll teach coding, programming, and a whole lot on this program. We will teach as much as even Excel and so many other workflow activities that you need to learn one way or the other. So make sure you sit back and enjoy every moment of Tech Talk with Eniola on Honor 103.5 FM. The program will be coming your way every week like this, Thursdays between the hours of 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. As much as possible, we make the program interactive so that you can also be part of the program, and you get to learn one or two things and ask questions. Basically, is open for you to ask questions. Is open to you to any even outside the topic of discussion for the day. You can ask any question on any topic, tech topic of interest, and we'll try as much as possible to answer it on the program. So if you call it Technology Encyclopedia on radio, definitely you are not out of place. So let's get straight to the first segment of the program, which is the news segment. This is a segment where we take a look at trending stories as far as the world of technology is concerned. And to dissect this with me is my tech expert in the studio. Well, I don't know. He's a man of many parts. He's, a designer, more like a tech enthusiast and tech teacher as well. He's a man of many parts. You know, technology is very, very wide. The ICT is very, very wide. You just have to pick your area of interest, but at the same time have idea on so many of these areas. Well, it's good to have Sewano Alontade in the studio this afternoon. Sewano, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
And welcome to Tech Talk.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you are my very first guest on the program, Tech Talk on Honor 103.5 FM.
Wow, that's a pleasure, I must say. Thank you very much. And it's very good to be here. And then we have, I would say we have a lot to tell the people and then let them know how technology can be of help to them, so they don't fear technology. They should actually embrace technology.
Yeah, maybe that's where we should even start this afternoon, because technology has come to stay. Technology has become part of human being, and there's no way we can separate technology from our day-to-day activities now. There's hardly anybody hardly any business you can run without technology today.
Yes, sir.
If you don't make use of your phone, you make use of your bank app. If you don't make use of your bank app, you even have to transport yourself to one place or the other. And these days, a lot of things you conduct, businesses using your phone and other technological device or creation or invention. And so it has come to stay.
Yes, I must say you're very right, because technology is now beyond something we just can't lay our hands on easily. It is now almost free in some cases and then accessible to everyone. So it has now become our way of life, and sometimes technology can now be our companion, even in replacement, if I might use that word, of human beings sometime. Although the world is currently not accepting that right now, but I know eventually we will get to that stage in technology.
A lot of areas we will delve into on this program, especially our subsequent episodes of Tech Talk. I understand the one you are talking about today, human and machines,
Yes,
are
sir.
now merged. They've merged. There's a brain mapping technology ongoing now. There is cloning, a whole lot of this technology that even if we try as much as possible to live in self-denial, is still staring us in the face.
Yes, very much. And we have people that are not resting to make that a reality, like the likes of the big guy, the so-called the big guy, Mark Zuckerberg, is working tirelessly, to make that a reality. And Elon Musk too, on the other hand, is also doing a lot in the tech industry to make that a reality. And even countries over the world too are really working towards this day by day. And I know we'll get there one day, and technology will be very, very much available for all. And then I'll just want us to embrace that in this part of the world early. And thank God for this type of program. I think this too will be a kind of motivation for the people out there, the Nigerian youths, even our old ones in Nigeria too, and our kids. Everyone should get into this early, because technology is the future. If not all, at least will be a very huge part of the future.
Now, a lot of Nigerians find it difficult to cope, especially during the so-called cashless period of the country late last year to early this year. I mean, this was not successful basically because of internet penetration and power in Nigeria. But immediately we get over these two major issues, I mean, technology will definitely improve, and it will, it will penetrate deeper into our daily lives, and we'll not be able to ignore it.
Yes, yes, very much. I agree with that very much, because technology has been existing for it to assist humans and then help humans live almost stress-free, and then make everything they do, make it easier for them to achieve their daily tasks, their daily stuff, to get it done quickly and faster, to manage their time to at the long run. So what happened in Nigeria recently about the policy and stuff that's happened, I think that's is part of the things that will make Nigeria know how important technology too is. And I will say,
but let me ask you this question before we go on the program. Can technology replace human being?
I won't agree to total replacement, but in some cases, yes, it might. So with the rate of let me say innovation and the rate of improvement in technology, and with the insights shared by most of the top guys that we call the top guys, so they also foresee this big changes that will become the way of life of humans and interactions with technology in the parts of machines.
We have the driverless cars now.
Yes,
we have robots serving,
in
playing the role of human being in hotels and eateries
AI,
and cafes.
That's artificial intelligence.
In fact, AI will take a whole lot of time discussing different parts of AI. Because AI is one thing that is fast taking over now.
And the rate is very, very massive, because that's the next generation of technology now, and every big industry there have seen the benefits in AI, and they are embracing it as fast as possible so that they can integrate it with whatever their products are to sell it to the general public. So in that case, for instance, the recent layoff by Twitter was as a result of AI, because part of the changes that was made by Twitter when Elon Musk became the new CEO was the laying off of workers from 7,000 to approximately 2,750 workers by the end of this year. So, and those people that were laid off were replaced by machines, to say machines, because they are replaced by artificial intelligence optimized stuff to just do their work instead of human beings. So I won't say technology will replace human 100%, but to some extent technology will take over.
Okay, let me just quickly reel out the profile of the guys who will be joining us on the program this afternoon to discuss the new innovation in social media, and that's Threads app, which was launched today by Meta, precisely Mark Zuckerberg. Hilda Melvin is the creative director at T for Tat Consulting Solutions. Hilda Nosa has a diploma and a BSc in computer science from the University of Benin, and he also has a master's degree in IT and strategic innovation from Kingston University, London. He aims at developing and deploying new technologies in order to advise and support reliable businesses. He's a business consultant with a digital marketing background of over 7 years experience. He specializes in building businesses and using digital marketing and branding to improve businesses from ideation process to implementation process. It can help your business generate more leads and sales, grow traffic, and increase revenue. I'll be linking up with him shortly, and we'll also be joined by Ibukun Atoro, who is a digital transformation expert and currently working as a technology partner at Oyo Tech Hub. He's interested in anything edutech, STEM precisely. He's a cybersecurity expert, IoT, cloud service, and anything within digital transformation space. Well, just call him a digital transformation space expert. Has a top-notch knowledge across key industries in tech industry. Well, those are the guys that will be joining us this afternoon on the program. Let's try and link up with first with Hilda Melvin on the program this afternoon. Yeah, like I said, our focus would definitely be on. Hello, Melvin.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon, Melvin.
Yes, can you hear me, Aniola?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. Can you just hold on? Let's also put Ibukun Atoro on the line this afternoon, so that he can also join the conversation on the program this afternoon. Okay. Yes, in a moment, Ibukun will also be joining us on the program. But already we have Hilda Melvin. I hope I got the name correctly.
Perfectly.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we are waiting for Ibukun to join us this afternoon. Okay, Ibukun has joined us too. Good afternoon to you, Ibukun Atoro.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Tech Talk on Honor 103.5 FM Ibadan.
Okay. I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Yes, we also have a Hilda Melvin on the line this afternoon, and our focus this afternoon will be first to talk about Trade App, which was launched this morning rather, by Meta, a company owned by Mark Zuckerberg. First, let me come straight to you, Melvin. Melvin, well,
yes.
You are a digital marketing expert. You have all these resources that you have been making use of. A while ago, we had this rivalry, so to say, between Elon Musk, who recently bought over Twitter, and Mark Zuckerberg. And this led to Zuckerberg coming out to say that he's going to float a new app that will rival Twitter, which is Threads app. Threads app has come to say, apart from this, can you give us the background of what actually happened that brought about Twitter having a rival as big as Threads app?
What I would say is, I won't say I personally know the background of the whole situation, but from the little we know and what's been going on for a couple of months now, Meta has been trying to come up with an app that is kind of like they call it Twitter clone. So basically, they want to compete in that space. I think they spotted the opportunity immediately. Twitter started having restrictions. So that was an opportunity for Meta. And you know, Meta is big on advertising. So I think they were working on it, but with the situation of the way Twitter was being handled by the new owner, Elon Musk, it just made it easier for them to fast track what they were doing with Thread because of the limitations that has been added to Twitter with the 1,000 tweets that can be read if you are not verified and things like that. So I think that's part of the reasons that give them this open ground to come in. And also, if you compare the Twitter app with the Thread app, you'll find out that there are some slight differentiating factors here and there. For example, the freedom of speech, which Twitter used to have. Elon Musk started restricting that particular freedom of tweets, which is bad for advertisers. So given that option and being able to capitalize on it, Meta can actually make serious money with the Thread app.
Yes, Melvin, we are still going to come back to comparing the two, the features of the two major apps now. But I just want us to have a background information first. Let me come to you, Ibukun. One of the major issues that Twitter has is the issue of restriction rather, just like Melvin actually said. And we have threads now coming to say, oh, you can write as much as 500 words. I mean, at a time, unlike Twitter, that will give you just 100 words.
Yeah, well done. The amusing part of it was Mark Zuckerberg releasing his first tweets in over 11 years, just a few hours ago, and showing the Batman, two combating Batman, one holding gun, one holding ordinary glove. So definitely it's going to be a tug of war, and people should be looking out to competitions in the area of social media usage. And it's much awaited thing anyway. Twitter has had its time, it's had all the juices. And the coming on it as a CEO, I'm referring to Elon Musk, has not really helped the growth of the Bed app, so to say. And coming back to what people are dissecting, I'm looking out to see how the thread is going to work out their plugins in a way that people can actually quickly integrate it. One problem that I noticed was integrating Twitter with other social media. You notice when you have all the social media buttons around a blog, you people that do a lot of podcasts and
streaming,
writing articles, streaming, yeah. So you need a lot of people use the third-party plugins to push their content. So in that area, Twitter has failed a lot of people, and I'm hoping that Mark Zuckerberg will be smart enough. Like the speaker, as you said earlier, the space is going to be full of fun for users like us who make use of their tools. I use a lot of their plugins to solve basic issues for people, and it works a lot. So I'm looking out for more things that are AI embedded, things that are more innovative than what has been the last 5 years. Nothing has been new in the last 3, 4, 5 years. But then I'm looking at this competition force a lot of developments. Yes, I'm always looking at Elon Musk replying that my message to Mark Zuckerberg is that they are going to lose this battle. Oh, really? So it's actually ready for the battle. So let's hoping that it's going to be fun for all of us. Let's hoping that the competition is going to force out much tools for us to leverage on in terms of business, in terms of transformations across all sectors. That's what I'm also looking at a situation whereby trade would be like Facebook that will allow more words than the way Twitter is restricting people. That when they reach a particular threshold, they expect you to be a member or has a particular badge for you to use Twitter to a level. I hope they try to pick it.
Okay, let me bring Melvin into the conversation. Let me bring Melvin into the conversation now and talk about Thread app on its own now. Yeah, the app was rolled out early this morning on iOS and Play Store, and that's for Android users and iPhone users too. And interestingly, within 7 hours of its rollout, 10 million people have actually signed up. More people are signing up, and well, myself too, I've also signed up. They made it easier for me because I had to sign up through my Instagram account. But I'm still going to come to that. But does that mean that well, Twitter has finally been pushed out of the market, considering the fact that Threads is going to build on an existing apps like Instagram, Facebook as well.
Thank you, Aniola, for the question. I think it's the end for Twitter. Personally, I really think so. I think it's the end for Twitter. I think we have a game changer, and I think Meta has just released the Twitter killer. Just exactly what iPhone did to BlackBerry is exactly what is going to happen to Twitter. If you look at the way they are going about everything they are going about, when it comes to the apps they are releasing, the features they are releasing, and the ideas around what the apps will be doing, it's actually going to be, I think we're on for a very long ride and an interesting one, as the earlier speaker said. With the new thread, if you read a bit about it, you'll see that is for the app to be able to integrate with other apps in the future. So other text apps. So other apps will be able to also integrate, and you can share information with other apps. So
that's actually hamstring. That's actually hamstring Ibukun's question on plugins and integration with other apps.
Yes, that's the end goal. The end goal is actually to make it accessible to other third-party platforms. So we won't have a problem with integration at all.
And so basically, let's look at that integration that you talk about. Now, one major issue at the early stage now is the fact that once you sign up on Threads through Instagram or alone, is so much integrated such that you cannot delete your Thread app without deleting your Instagram account. You think this is not an early hiccup for this app?
I think it's actually I think that's a downside. I think that's a downside, but I think there's a way around it. Majority of the people that own accounts with Twitter and also own accounts with majority of people that own accounts on Instagram also own accounts on Twitter. So it's kind of like the Twitter of Instagram. So you really have nothing to lose. So even if you don't want to use the Thread app anymore, I think you should just either disconnect yourself from the app, but it doesn't affect anything. And that's why they made the sign-on process very easy. So just by downloading the app, it gives you the option to sign up with any account of your choice, and they still help you migrate your followers. So it's not like you're on a new app that you have to start studying and start thinking of how do I reach more followers, how do I build a new community on this app. It's just easy. It's like plug and play. They made it too easy. And
just transfer your followers from Instagram and Facebook, and voila, you're on.
Yes, I'm waiting to see the figure at the end of today, how many followers they would have gotten, because I think it will be a record high, because it's too easy to migrate.
10 million is massive within 7 hours, and that's I
think before
somebody like me actually sign up after that 10 million.
Yeah, you can imagine. We downloaded the app. Within about a few minutes, we're already more than 600 followers.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Yes, let me bring Ibukun in at this point because Ibukun, I'm specifically going to ask you this question because I know you are much of a tech business expert. You focus more on the business side of tech. And let's look at Elon Musk, investment in Twitter. Do you think it's a wrong investment at a wrong time, or is it that he couldn't manage the situation well? Some will argue that he was acting like a lord of Twitter. Sacking people just like Sewa No in the studio with me actually mentioned. Is it a wrong investment for Elon Musk at this time?
Mr. Inola, Please stop thinking for rich man. Oh. Rich man, you can never think for a rich man. And you never dare it, even in your immediate environment. It's not a good thing to do. Yes, it might look like that to a layman probably who don't know about data, who don't know about probably don't know about significance of big data and all that. It's a massive element because the guy is smart, and I've over 7 years almost everything he says down. There is a way I encrypt his words. I find meaning to his words and I put it down. I pen it down because some of the things he says will come to pass. He has said some things on 5 years, 3, 4 years ago. Yes, it will come to pass. And when you look at him,
give us examples of those issues.
Okay, like space, the Tesla cars. He told us about cars that will use electrics 7 years ago. Electric cars. He postulated it. When I see where he computed it, I'll send it to you right here. And the people never knew he was actually working assiduously on stuff like that when he was actually talking about them. He likes to joke around words, mess around words, and makes you people fool a lot of people about what he's doing underneath. I believe his catch on Twitter is about data. It's about the way people walk like a monster behind the scene. You know, the first thing he discovered when he was taking over Twitter was all those accounts that are usually bots accounts, BOT accounts, that are not really existing. I'm just elaborating
in
because
quotes.
Of listeners. Yes, see, this guy has what actually needs, what he wanted to make out of Twitter, and because of the widely used. Because if you say a minister, a PM in US that does not have a Facebook, or Twitter. In Australia or in UK, they will have Twitter. And now imagine how many data, how many bank of information that this guy will have access to by now, that he can use to make something over us. That's something that we have to dread about this guy. This guy can make anything happen at any fucking time. Sorry for using that word.
I was going to say that because you're on here.
that's the kind of a guy that you have to be very, very, very cautious when you are talking about him going down or going back. He doesn't see anything as failure. Look at the way he brought Bitcoin, the so-called cryptocurrency down in just a single tweet. We are not taking it for Tesla car, and duties started backing down. Investors started backing out immediately from bulls of Bitcoins. So that's to show how powerful he is. Zuckerberg is not as that powerful. Zuckerberg is just one of those intellects of our time, tech intellectual of our time. He's not really the business person. He's not really the mogul, the tech mogul that has the know-how. You know, he was already saying he's taking people to space for vacation. And I already heard on the ground that people like Jeff Bezos are already paying for the hotel in the sky that are yet to be put in place. And this guy is going to put everything there for people to stay for a while, have fun with their family, and come back. So that's the kind of a guy.
I hope it's not going to be another Titanic experience there. That's on the lighter note anyway.
Definitely not. Thank you.
Okay, Ibukun, you have to hold your thought there. Let me bring Melvin in, and aside Melvin, we also have Sewanu Alone Tade in the studio. I don't know if he's going to say one or two things, but let me open the phone lines so that our listener out there can be part of the conversation too this afternoon, in case they have one or two questions to ask about this new app, Threads apps that we are talking about. The numbers to call is 081 510 35555. Let me take that number again. 09151035555. You can as well call 09151035000. I'll take that again too. 09151035000. Those are the numbers through which you can reach us in the studio this afternoon before we call it a wrap on the program, Tech Talk on Honor 103.5 FM. Melvin, it's important to let our listener out there knows how this app works. Well, it's a new app launched this morning, and it's very, very important that you have said that you have signed up and you've had 600 followers within a short period of time, meaning 600 and still counting. Bring us up to speed on how this app actually works.
Okay, thank you, Anela. Firstly, once you download the app, it gives you the option to, if you have maybe a bunch of Instagram accounts on your phone, it gives you the option to select the account that you want to use in signing up. So after that is done, after you select the account that you want to sign up, you also have the option of adding or following the previous followers you were following on Instagram. So you can choose to follow all.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Yes. Or you can choose to start afresh and start from ground zero, or just follow all. So you don't miss anything. They've made it too easy. So everything is seamless. So all they've done, they ask you, should we import? Okay, before your followers, they ask you if you want your bio to be imported. Do you want to import your bio? Do you want to import the link on your bio? Do you want to import? What do you want to import from Instagram? If you choose to import, it automatically does that for you. It synchronizes your Instagram with the app. If you also want to enter a new bio or create a new link, you can do that as well. So once that is done, every other thing is it's pretty seamless. So I think what people should know is that it's basically a Twitter clone, and the app is for text. It's more for sharing text. Not like an Instagram app for videos and pictures. Even if you can put attachments, you can also upload pictures and videos. But the aim of the app is more for, if I should use the word, tweeting. So it's more text-based. They want you to be able to express yourself, for content creators, for casual users, just to be able to express yourself. So basically, that's it for the app.
Okay, I have one other major question I want to ask you. Maybe let me just drop it so that I'll allow Shewa no talk before you answer that question as well. Monopoly is one issue that brought us to this level with Twitter. And now we have one man who owns Meta, who now controls Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Facebook. All these apps integrated. Ibukun was talking about massive data hauling of the whole world now by one single person. And we have one person in Mark Zuckerberg who has been able to aggregate all this. I mean, does it portend a dangerous trend for social media users in the world? But before I allow you to answer that, let me bring Sewano into the conversation this afternoon. Sewano.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, the conversation has been insightful for a while now. So, you see, just to buttress the point Melvin was talking about earlier, yes, Elon Musk is more of a business person, and Mark Zuckerberg is more of a cyber guy. So, the social media space, actually, let's say, if I may use the word, it belongs to him, because he has been in this industry for a while now, and the groundbreaking social media that got everybody hooked was Facebook, and that was a very, very big changes to the social media space. So he understands the markets more, so he can be a good competitor to Elon Musk in the space of social media. But in the business world, because Elon Musk is a big guy in the business world, and he knows quite well how to manage the businesses he owns, and the guy is doing very well. So the monopolies, the power, the power that might be given to Mark Zuckerberg on social media is something we can't really help, because he's integrating everything together and is bringing every of those apps under Meta. So we might not have the power to control that. So he might wake up tomorrow and just decide, like Mark Zuckerberg, like Elon Musk too, to monetize most of the things, and we might not have a choice then, because that's actually the things that were making people pissed off for Twitter. So he might wake up tomorrow and decide to be a full businessman like Mark Zuckerberg and start monetizing things. That if the ad funds is not coming in well again. So that's not something we can really help, but hopefully we cross the bridge when we get
Okay, Melvin, I need you to quickly answer that question of monopoly. Well, Sewano has also talked about integration of all, I mean, we are talking about millions and millions of data now in one man's hands, Meta.
Someone here has explained very well. At the moment, I think it's crazy. I think it's just crazy. I think the only things that can help us now is data protection laws from the US. I think that's the main thing that can help us, because now the data that Mark is controlling is unbelievable. Because now you have Facebook, you have Instagram, and now you have you also have
TikTok,
WhatsApp, and you also have Threads now. So it's crazy. I don't think any company should have that amount of power and influence. But if there should be a company to rival Threads at the moment, I think only Google can rival them.
Yeah,
I think it's only Google that can. I think it's only Google that can rival them.
That's one name Ibukun would not want to hear this afternoon. Because Ibukun is more of a Microsoft, he's a Microsoft expert, and Ibukun, I'm sure you hearing Google will, put you on overdrive.
I think Microsoft has left the chat.
Okay.
Of the social media. Yes, you are right. Yeah, you are right. You have to talk about the issue of the what is in there for Nigeria in terms of all these developments.
Yes.
That we have always been using everything upside down. And I really don't like. I really don't appreciate the way we use our social media here. We don't have what is called etiquette. We don't have, maybe because government is not making policies around social media. Government is not making any laws around social media. The way people throw banters, people write things that are uncalled for. I hope we're able to launch it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure we're yet among the 100 countries, but I think it's also start considering how we're going to expose into this new development, because I know people will start going into it. Like you have done it, other people are going to do it. What are we going to do, Mr. Eniola?
Hello, are you there? Okay. Ibukun, before I allow you to go in the next 30 seconds, tell us what is happening in Oyo Tech Hub. You are supposed to be in the studio with me this afternoon, but something is holding you up. ACAFest 2023.
Thank you very much. We have about over 30 ACAs downstairs. I ran upstairs to be part of this conversation. We are breaking into problems that are affecting the country. We are trying to see in the tech industry if we can disrupt one or two problems that have been identified in the area of STEAM implementation across curriculum, across our schools. We're trying to look at hacking to what people can do in terms of leveraging artificial
Ibukun,
intelligence.
I'm sorry, I have to cut in
Yeah.
at this point because our time is up on the program. I'm so sorry. Next week we'll be able to talk more on Aquafest. I mean, Melvin, before you go too, tit for tat solutions. I mean, what's it all about? 30 seconds, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Tit for Tat Consulting Solutions is a creative agency. So basically, what we do is we help businesses. We help businesses with digital marketing, web development, branding, and business documentation. So basically, what we do is just help a business from ideation stage, from start to finish. So that's basically what we do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melvin, for joining us on the program this afternoon. We hope to pick up the conversation next week. We'll make it bigger and expand it to areas, especially that area Ibukun is talking about, usage by Nigerians and Africa precisely, so that we don't just be consumers. We are also, manufacturers of this technology too. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ibukun, for joining the program this afternoon. Tech Talk on Honor 103.5 FM.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eniola.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
God bless
Sewanu,
you.
just wrap up from you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will just say in one word that technology has come to stay, and the earlier we embrace it, the better in this part of the world. So technology is just here to help us, and then we get up with it. So that's what I'll just tell everybody. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for being part of the program this afternoon. Tech Talk with Eniola on Honor 103.5 FM. We are building a new tech community in Ibadan. We'll be back next week for another edition of